What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem back one time, talking this boxing shit once again, you know. Right today I'm gonna talk about one of probably, I say, at least personally, one of the most anticipated fights that I need to see this shit. And that's Lomachenko versus Rigo. Now, of course, everybody know, what I'm saying, I'm a big fan of Rigondeaux, but I'm also a big fan of Lomachenko, too. Anybody who got that much pure boxing skill, man, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that shit. When the sweet science is employed to a highest level, you know what I'm saying, you can't really do shit but appreciate it. But, yeah, I feel like if I had to honestly assess both Rigondeaux and Lomachenko, I had to say Lomachenko has all the tools. Like, he a bad motherfucker, man. He can do just about everything in the ring. But for some reason, they seem to want to match him up with opposition that, he's like, where he overmatches them by so much. Like, it's like, why? Like, you got a guy with all these fucking tools. Like, let him, put him in tough. Let's see what he can fucking do. Like, it's whatever, though. Motherfuckers do what they want to do. I get it. You got to protect your investment until it start really paying you. Then you start taking the risk. I get it, but goddamn, dog. Shit. Trying to put this motherfucker in. He's a champion. But, yeah. I mean, because, and don't get me wrong, man. Lomachenko resume, it will confuse you because a lot of the wins he got names on that bitch. He do got names, but if you look at the circumstances under which they was fighting at the time that they fought, it's like, this shit ain't that impressive. But then you look at Rigo on the other hand. They threw Rigo ass to the motherfucking wolves, in my opinion. Every opponent I seen him fight since Nonito doing there been really, really tough opposition. Maybe with the exception of one. I mean, and who's to say that one isn't that one doesn't necessarily suck? You know what I'm saying? It's not that you suck. You just facing Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? If you figure your style out early, you're gonna look like shit, man. He gonna cook you. Taking motherfuckers to Cuban school and shit. This is what the man do, And as far as this fight go, I see Rigo. I'll be on Twitter. I see Rigo, you know what I'm saying, calling these motherfuckers out directly, and I see them coming back with nothing. You know what I'm saying, laughing shit off, little excuses and shit. Man, nobody want to hear that excuse shit now. If you trying to build up the fight, man, just say that shit. Let motherfuckers know what's up. Because if you don't do that, even if you do, it all depends on what your real motivation is. Motherfuckers gonna see right through it. If you just trying to duck dude because you don't think you can win, it's gonna be obvious. But if you trying to make it a jackpot fight, you don't really. That may not happen. But see what the thing is. I can't say that. I don't want to say that it won't happen because I personally think with the right marketing, Rigo and Lomachenko could be legendary boxers. You know what I'm saying? As far as stars go, they should be. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got that kind of skills, you know what I'm saying? You should be marketed highly. But I mean, it's whatever. That ain't what I do. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. But I just say this. It's a huge fight if they do decide to put it on. I know I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And after it happens, the winner of this fight should earn enough prestige to put them into just to catapult their career into the money. Either way, whether it's Rigo or Lomachenko. If Lomachenko beat Rigo, man, he should. First of all, he needs to be pound for pound. Super high up in the pound for pound too, man. You gotta go like number 2, 3. You know what I mean? It wouldn't still be on no Andre Ward shit because Ward just put in too much work over the time. It's be hard to catch up to that shit. But He might have to fight Crawford or some shit like that. We already know that's a no-go. That motherfucking manager was like, that's suicide. That bug got these niggas shook. Anyway, man. I say, your boy, I mean, if Lomachenko wins that fight, he deserves to be catapulted to another level too, you know, stratospheric, or at least historical. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be some shit you can market, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is, but I just feel like him and Rigo, man, they come together for this fight. It should be some liar shit. You know what I mean? That would have been some dope shit to have on, like, the Mayweather-McGregor card, man. But that's wishful thinking right there, man. You never know. I don't know about that shit. But at the end of the day, if I had to... Matter of fact, let me just make my prediction right now, man, because I ain't gonna do no separate video on this shit. I say if Rigo and Lomachenko were to come together and clash, Rigondeaux would school Lomachenko. Lomachenko got too many flaws in his game. But see, the thing is, you know, well, actually, Lomachenko doesn't really have a lot of flaws in his game, but when his style is compared to Rigondeaux, I don't think he can adjust on the same level that Rigo can adjust on. You know what I'm saying? The things Rigo is able to do in the ring, I just don't think Lomachenko is A, equipped to deal with that, or B, you know, able to do something to stop it. I don't see that shit, man. And I see another beat down. Like, when Rigo beat Amagasa, that shit was crazy. I'm like, man, this dude is huge. Amagasa came in that bitch 140 something. It was crazy, man. Huge. And got his shit fucking rocked. If you look at the pictures at the end of that shit, man, that shit was wild, man. Shit. Shout out to Amagasa, too. He a G for taking that ass whooping like that, man. But real shit, man. I mean, the only chance I see Lomachenko having in the fight is his power and his size. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be a much bigger man. So if he does have a skill set that's super high, so he probably will be able to land. And we know Rigo get dropped a lot, but if Rigo get hit by one of them bombs from motherfucking Lomachenko and he that much bigger, you know, it could be ugly, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get hurt too bad with that shit. And that's a very real possibility. You know, you can't count Loma out. I would say at the end of the day, his chance is almost enough to make that shit a 50-50 fight, man. Real talk. Because you couple Lomachenko's skill with the power and the size, you know what I'm saying? He has a real chance in that fight. I'll say 70-30 Rigo. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like Rigo be able to avoid whatever Lomachenko is able to throw. And because that's the one thing that, I mean, Lomachenko is fast for dudes his size, but you get a guy like Rigo, much faster. And it's like, yo, like, if, when you bigger and you stronger and you come in with that size advantage, you also, to a certain degree, seem to be a slightly more lumbering, especially in the beginning of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Your punches be a little slower. You know, it just seemed like that to me from the outside looking in, you know. But like I said, I got Rigo over Lomachenko in a 12-round decision. I don't think Rigo knocks out Lomachenko, although he may be able to stop him. I could see, like, Lomachenko getting a broken jaw, broken eye socket, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, and having to quit. But other than that, you know, it'd be a Rigo 12-round decision or some Donaire shit. It would probably surprise, shock the world, school Lomachenko. And then you have to really get this man his props, man. He undefeated. You know what I mean? He only got so many fights. I think the man won his first title with single-digit fights. You know what I'm saying? With a single digit number of fights, I should say more specifically. But yeah, man, I mean, Rigo and motherfucking G, man. Right now, I got him number 2 on my pound for pound list behind Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think nobody can fuck with Rigo. But that's the type of fight we really need to see, man. We don't really need to see no more of this Lomachenko versus Tomato Can shit, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? He should have his bread by now, or whatever it takes to make him comfortable enough to take some risks, you know, because real niggas trying to watch that man take a risk, you know. By the way, if he goes in there with Mikey Garcia, I think that could be ugly too. Man, Mikey's jab. Lomachenko fight with rhythm, so he may be able to get around the jab, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna make this shit go on too long, man. And right here, man, don't forget to go ahead and check out my motherfucking new album. It dropped July 4th. You know what I'm saying? It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. Real nigga shit throughout. You know what I mean? No sucker shit, you know. Fuck with me one time if you got it. Alright, yo. I'ma holler at you. 100.